Do you know how much power a single river can hold? Africa's Blue Nile, a river that has shaped civilizations for thousands of years, quenched the thirst of millions, empowered kings, and now stands at the center of one of the most significant geopolitical strategies and conflicts of the modern era. Today, we'll journey from its source to its modern-day impact. This isn't just any river story. It's a story of power, politics, and the conflicts of the future. Our journey begins at Ethiopia's Lake Tana, where the Blue Nile is born. From here, it flows to become a lifeline for Egypt and Sudan. This small river once gave rise to some of Africa's most powerful civilizations. During the rainy season, it swells, flooding fields and nourishing crops. But it wasn't just water. The river was power, and whoever controlled it controlled kingdoms. The ancient Egyptians called the Blue Nile the river of life. When the river rose, the land became fertile, crops flourished, food was abundant, and the pharaohs displayed their power. But when drought struck, the river receded. People went hungry, and the risk of rebellion grew. The river wasn't just water, it was a political tool. In the Middle Ages, kings and emperors established their authority over the Nile, controlling trade routes and borders, all through the power of this river. Now we move to the modern era. Ethiopia's massive project, the Grand Renaissance Dam, has a generation capacity of 4,700 megawatts. Today, the Blue Nile is more than a river, it's a symbol of regional power. Egypt worries. If the water decreases, our crops and people are at risk. Sudan plays the middle ground, sometimes mediating, sometimes caught in conflict. This is the reality of water politics. Today, wars aren't just fought with guns. Control over water can be just as powerful. The Blue Nile doesn't just influence politics, it shapes human life. The land it irrigates produces food that sustains millions. Dams flood some lands, while others dry out. Climate changes bring floods and droughts, directly affecting people's livelihoods. And remember, where hunger rises, political pressure grows. The river is power, economy, and life, all flowing together. Ethiopia builds dams, generates electricity, and exports power. Egypt worries. Less water means ruined crops. Sudan, sometimes mediating, sometimes in tension. And now, the world is watching. The UN, the World Bank, NGOs, everyone is monitoring how control over this river shifts the regional balance of power. Today, the river is a weapon, a key to power, and a stage for diplomacy. The future, complex. Climate change will affect the river's flow. Population growth will increase food and water demands. Conflicts could intensify if agreements fail. The Blue Nile teaches us that water is more than a river. It carries power, politics, and human life all together. The Blue Nile, one river, thousands of stories. Civilization, power, politics, environment, and human life, all intertwined. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The Blue Nile shows us how a single river can shape the destiny of an entire region.